Don't Stop Recording. It's REC, the 2007 found footage horror film from Spain. Directed by Jaume Balaguerro and Paco Plaza, REC is a non-stop thriller that follows a group of people sealed in an apartment building due to a sort of infection. The entire film is from a single camera shot by our main characters Angela and Pablo, who are a two-person television crew accompanying the firemen for a late-night show. I won't say too much more about the story in case you haven't seen the film, but I definitely recommend seeing it if you can. REC stands out among the found footage crowd, and I believe it is one of the earlier found footage films to help boost the style into a wider popularity. Like many, it takes inspiration from films like the original Blair Witch Project, and around the time of REC's release, found footage was really taking off. Here in the States, I remember the craze surrounding the first Paranormal Activity film, which actually came out the same year as REC in 2007. Today, REC has developed an awesome cult following, and Arrow Video has released a fantastic copy. As of this video, the release is currently Region B only, likely due to distribution rights. With that, let's go check out the packaging. So here we are, with our copy of REC, fresh from the UK. It's got a sleek slipcover on it, very nice, and Arrow's art here is very creepy. However, personally, my only gripe is this guy spotlit in the bottom center. His expression is almost comical, and it just makes the cover a little ridiculous looking for me. I don't hate it, it's just something about this guy that is uncomforting yet funny at the same time. On the back, we've got all of our product information. Looks like a lot of content for us to look at. Underneath the slipcover, we have the standard case. If we open it, we get our single disc on the right here, and on the left, we get a booklet. The lady standing on the cover is quite creepy, and I love it. On the inside of the booklet, we have just one article, written by Xavier Aldana Reyes. The article is titled, Run, Escape, Survive, but Never Stop Taping. A very fitting title. Taking up the majority of the booklet, this article is a great read. Xavier talks about how REC pushed the boundaries of Spanish horror and introduced so many new elements that were absent in earlier Spanish films. He goes over REC's influences and how that affected filming. Other than the booklet here, we get an ad card for Children of the Corn. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of posters, so once again I'm going to put in my complaint that I would have loved a poster inclusion here. However, we still get our reversible sleeve. I personally love the original artwork more, so I'll definitely be inversing my sleeve. That way, I get both this crazy guy on the slip and the original art on the case. With that, it looks like we've covered the physical features, so let's go look at those disc supplements. Taking a look at everything on the disc, there's a lot to go through. Arrow has included two different cuts of the film. One is the theatrical release, and the other is a production cut. The production cut is interesting to see. There isn't any major changes story-wise between the two, but the sound and look of the film is different. The theatrical should be the go-to when you first watch it, but if you find you're a fan, the production cut is something worth considering when you go around for a rewatch. Of course, we also get several original trailers for the film, as well as TV spots. Arrow includes an image gallery, showing off different posters and images for the film, but the first feature I checked out was the making of REC. Probably the most substantial supplement here, we get a 40-minute behind-the-scenes interview with the film's directors Jaume Balaguerro and Paco Plaza. An amazing companion to the film, Balaguerro and Plaza recount the varying challenges of shooting and how they went about production in order to make the film feel as real as possible. The amount of effort from all fronts here is astounding. The cast were all required to be able to improv or react live in character at any time during shooting. The cinematographer, Pablo Rosso, was effectively part of the cast himself, playing the character of the same name behind the singular camera the entire film. The special effects team, headed by David Ambit and Inside FX, had to be able to create looks and effects that would be viable from all angles in all sorts of situations. All of this is due to the chaotic nature of the story and the filming itself. Yet Balaguerro and Plaza pull it off, bringing together an amazing team with an incredible final product. As such, the documentary here is a perfect addition that will make you appreciate and love the film even more. The second major video on this release is How to Shoot a Horror Movie, a French featurette following our two directors as they go through the process of creating a short film. This is such a unique video and idea. With a 30-minute runtime, it's a standout for anyone interested in the production process, from the director's or the creator's point of view. After the two lengthy videos, we have about 75 minutes in interviews, including ones with both directors, one with the cinematographer, and even one each for the sound supervisor and the sound designer. All of these interviews are archival, but are good watches nonetheless. Aside from the more standard interview style, we also get a video titled Confidences Manuela Velasco. This video is a sort of recalling from our main actress who played Angela. She talks about the different experiences that stood out to her during production. What stood out to me the most here is how unsure and risky this sort of film was, and Velasco shares about her original concerns and how they were eventually relieved with the initial popularity of the film. The other discussion-style video we get is an archival panel recording with both directors, as well as two Spanish horror contemporaries, Gonzalo Lopez Gallego and Juan Antonio Bayona. They discuss horror as a genre and the varying details and aspects in filming that relate to genre and story. Aside from interviews and discussions, we also get several different behind-the-scenes looks. With over 30 minutes of auditions and production videos, there's a lot of footage. The auditions are so important because of how the actors and actresses were needed to be able to improv and react during filming, even off-script. There is also an array of deleted and extended scenes included. Honestly, most of the extended scenes just include extra dialogue, or more footage of walking around the fire station. However, one deleted scene in particular stood out to me, and is quite creepy. It's more toward the end of the film, and I think it would have been great if it was able to be worked into the final product. Our final supplement on this release is a short film titled Abuelitos. From 1999, Abuelitos was directed by Paco Plaza, who was one of the two directors for Rec. It's always a nice addition when Arrow includes other works from the director of a release. And with that, we've covered the entirety of Arrow Video's 2021 release of Rec. Once again, I highly recommend this film, as it is a standout among the waves of found footage. The recording feels very realistic, and the cast's reactions throughout the film feel genuine. So this is a release that you yourself will want to take a bite of.
Muy bien, es un género muy bueno.